Well, should the practice of conversion therapy come to an end in Utah? Today, nearly 50 people showed up to weigh in during the state's Psychologist Licensing Board public comment meeting. ABC4's Rosie Nguyen was there and spoke to people from both sides of the issue. Rosie?
Well, Rick, the board is looking at a rule that would define any practice intended to change someone's orientation or gender identity as unprofessional. Today, I spoke to two people who went through conversion therapy but had different experiences. Here are their stories. Matthew Shurka came out to his father as a gay man when he was 16 years old. His father initially supported him, but then encouraged him to go through conversion therapy.
He met one therapist who told him that there is no such thing as homosexuality and that anything that's LGBTQ stems from trauma.
Shurka's therapist told him he had too many female role models in his life. As a result, he was not allowed to see or speak to his mom and two sisters for 3 years. Shurka says ultimately for him, conversion therapy was more harmful than helpful.
I contemplated suicide for 3 years. I was in and out of hospital emergency rooms for panic attacks.
Now he calls himself a conversion therapy survivor and travels around the country testifying for the ban of its practice. Today, he was one of approximately 50 people who chimed in during the public comment period at the Division of Occupational and Professional Licensing. Stephen Doan also spoke up. He says he experienced same-sex attractions throughout his life and eventually found a therapist who helped him control and understand it.
I'm hearing all these stories about, well, if you're gay, you can't change. The only way you're going to be happy is if you marry a man and pursue that lifestyle. And I didn't want to leave my wife. I didn't want to leave my kids. I love them.
Doan says the proposed rule is too broad and believes it would take away a minor's right to decide what they want to do about their sexual feelings.
People who don't want to act on their attractions a certain way, they won't have anywhere to get help and they'll be hopeless.
So far, the board has received 1,300 written and emailed comments about this proposed rule. If you would like to chime in, you can still submit yours until October 15th. The earliest the board will make a decision is October 22nd. Rick, back to you.